Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik from Figured Out Productions. The following video is a video of some kind, and I hope you enjoy it. Hey guys, it's Adam here, and today we're going to be talking about some more Shenmue updates. Now, to those who don't care about Shenmue, I apologize, but thank you very much for watching the video anyway. And to those of you who do, thank you for joining us. Sega gave me a whole big round of updates I've been able to talk about with Shenmue in previous videos, and I'm not going to recap all this stuff. You feel free to check it out if you want to. But today, Sega gave me authorization to give you guys a whole bunch of new information and some stuff that I basically am just going to clarify that's already kind of previously out there. This is all exclusive. Well, a lot of it's exclusive to this video until 10 seconds later when somebody tweets about it. But for now, for like 8 to 10 seconds, it's mine. It's mine. But yeah, all right, first and foremost, one of the things I had previously reported was that Shenmue II in particular was going to be based on the Xbox build of the game. Now, a lot of people had issue with that, particularly because of something known as the bloom effect, which is basically a visual alteration to the original game that people didn't really like. I'm happy to report to you that that is optional. You can turn that off in-game and play it more like the Dreamcast way, if that's what you prefer. So there you go. So we can put that one to rest. Everybody relax. The bloom effect is not a permanent hindrance or anything to the collection. Secondly, they've also told me that you can, the aspect ratio is adjustable, and it's completely optional which one you use. So to clarify, the games were originally created in 4:3 full screen. Now, the cutscenes in the game will remain 4:3 full screen because that's just how they were created, but they were able to use programming tricks to be able to allow the gameplay itself, the majority of what you're doing, to be in 16:9 widescreen. Some people didn't really like that. They don't like the idea of adjusting between things, and perhaps there's some nostalgia factor to it, but some people wanted to be able to play in 4:3. Well, you have that option. The collection will allow you to switch between the two at will, so go nuts. The next one up is also the high resolution mode. The collection will display in 16:9 as mentioned before, but also at a 1080p resolution. So you also have the option, if you don't want to play it in the higher resolution modes, you want to play it in standard definition, you want to play it in 480p, in full screen like it did on the Dreamcast originally. Well, 480p on the Dreamcast if you had VGA cables, but most of us didn't. But if you did, you can play it that way should you choose to. So you've got a whole host of options there on how you play it. That's entirely up to you. Next up, now a round of updates that are basically new information. First and foremost is things like load times. Now this one was kind of obvious to a lot of people, I'm sure, because it's modern technology, but one of the big problems with the game originally was that there's a lot of sections where you're going between areas and it has to do a lot of loading. The Dreamcast was basically limited by the speed of the GD-ROM. Well, comes as no real shocker, I'm sure. Load times in this collection are basically obliterated. It's basically like 1 or 2 seconds between areas, and that's running on standard PS4 and Xbox One hardware. That doesn't even include like Xbox One X or PS4 Pro, so no worries there. Also, there are no microtransactions in this. I can't believe that's something I have to even say, but that has actually been a rumor going around. Now, the rumor, I guess, came from the fact that on PlayStation's description of the game, they said it had in-game purchases. And a lot of people ran with that to say, oh my God, there's microtransactions in the game. No, there's no microtransactions in the game. What Sony was talking about is that literally in the game, you can go into a convenience store and you can buy things like cassette tapes and chocolate bars and potato chips and whatever. You are literally making in-game purchases. That is not microtransactions. I've talked to Sega themselves. There are no microtransactions in this collection. Don't worry about it. There are also, unfortunately, no online features. I know a lot of people were wondering if there'd be like leaderboards or other such features, including even the fantasy of like having forklift racing online or something like that. But no, there are no online features in this collection. There's also no Shenmue Passport. Now, Shenmue Passport was originally a disc provided with Shenmue I that had, of course, it was an online-only service, so it doesn't really work for the most part, unless you have a hacked version, I guess. But it mostly contained just, you know, a couple of videos, and it contained some maps and some, you know, just information and character biographies. Honestly, I'm a huge Shenmue fan, and even I've never been like, oh, crap, I really need that. Like, to be honest, it's not essential for gameplay. it's whatever. But I never would have expected it to be included, to be perfectly honest. So it's not there. One that is unfortunate, although I can't really go into the details of this, is that there are no corporate tie-ins in this game. Originally, the game had multiple companies involved. Timex, Rio's watch was Timex. In the Japanese version of the game, there was actually Coca-Cola vending machines. North America and Europe had the generic Jet Cola. I can't say much else other than to say that there will not be corporate tie-ins in the game. The original deals they made, I'm assuming, I didn't really ask for a whole bunch of information here, but the original deals that they would have made with those companies no longer applied. And I'm assuming that the easier route was just to go in and remove them and just move on. So yeah, I'm a little bummed about that one, but it is what it is. So that's kind of, to be honest with you, the end of the new bits of information. So the only other thing I really have to say is keep an eye out, because there are some cool Shenmue videos coming up on my channel and through Sega themselves. When I was out there, we filmed a really cool video out in Dobuita. I also filmed an awesome video at E3 in which I had Corey Marshall, the voice of Rio, going around interviewing people as the character. And you'll be seeing this stuff coming up soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's Shenmue pandemonium right now, guys. And as a devout Shenmue fan who's been fighting that cause forever, this is just like the coolest thing ever. So I can't even begin to express my gratitude to all of you. So thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. You're the best, and I'll see you all later.